Welcome, listeners. This is Mr. White, Alaska MGTOW. I'd like to offer an apology. I've been away from the manosphere for about a month or so, 2 months maybe. I ran into some societal violence. So I'm here to do a rant. I also have Mr. Black here with me, and he has something to say. So without further ado, let me begin. I recently got fired from my job. For those of you who don't know, I was a drug and alcohol counselor, and I was on vacation when I came back. Well, how this happened is I teach male awareness classes. It's sort of like MGTOW, but dumbed down so that the establishment won't ding me for going too hard on women. Anyway, so I teach them about codependency, entitlement, how to regain their identities. I had this one mangina client, and what he used to do is he used to chase the women around the facility because I worked in the co-ed facility. I almost had to send him back to jail one time, and I didn't do that. I managed to, get him out of that situation. But anyway, I left, and when I came back, obviously this guy didn't like being held accountable for his behaviors, for his blue pill behaviors, and so he went to my supervisor. Now my supervisor, he's a Superman China, and he lives his life according to the will of women. You understand? So much so that he's been married a couple of times and some criminal charges for, beating up bitches. I get it, But at the same time, he's been in the business for about 25 years and, he's a mess, I could just do a rant about that. Anyway, so when I came back from vacation, I actually got fired while I was in Washington, D.C. So when I came in, they told me about some he said, she said. The client didn't like my approach and he wanted to change counselors. Eventually, this led into me being terminated. I was upset. Had to do some damage control, but I took it like a man, I was looking for a job when I got that one. Anyway, so I went to file for unemployment, and this is how gynocentric our society is. Unemployment, instead of paying me, I got over $9,000 in unemployment. I was at the facility for at least 3 years. Well, they wanted to push my money back. And they said the reason that they want to push my money back is because I said some disparaging things about women, which wasn't true. But of course, people with substance abuse histories tend to they fantasize and make up things. But, so I did my damage control. I got a passive income. I drive a BMW. I'm not hurting for anything. And it occurred to me that, as hard as it is just being a man, we have society that works against us and their policies. But we are going to strive in this. MGTOW is real. The MGTOW movement is real, and I encourage every man that's listening to my channel to stay strong, because you will be penalized for being self-aware. And there's nothing wrong with that, because if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. With that, I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Black. Here you go, Mr. Black.
Hey, Manosphere. Thanks for being there. And thanks for maintaining and sustaining that manosphere. I love Alaska. What I want to rant about today is the whole disposability and utility aspect of this situation, because it speaks to the greater societal conditioning that we all suffer under. I can personally attest to the work ethic of Mr. White, to his he put out so many fires and cleaned up so many messes that were created by illogical women with horrible thinking errors that shouldn't even be counseling in the first place. And it just leads to the way we're treated as men. I have a number on my mind right now, and that number is 5,000. And what I want to say to the manosphere today is that over 5,000 men have been killed in the desert wars. In the desert wars we've had for the last 10 years. That's what I call them, the desert wars. Now, 9 women have died, and I don't want to take anything away from those brave women veterans, because I'm a veteran, and we're all part of the green machine. But what I am going to say is it's not equal. That's not equal. They're complaining about 73 cents getting paid for every dollar a man earns, but think about this. Every man in America, if he wants financial aid, if he wants to go to college, he's got to sign up for the draft. He has to sign a written agreement with this nation that at any time they so desire, they can scoop him up and send him off to a foreign land where he will meet new and interesting people, and he will kill them and break their shit for this country. He has no choice in that. No choice. If he wants to go to college, get financial aid. A woman can go to college and get financial aid and do whatever she damn well pleases, and she does not have to sign up for the draft. Okay? When it comes to abortion and the laws surrounding abortion in this country, it's completely matrilineal. A woman has complete, absolute legal control in that matter. If you tell a woman you're ready to be a father, you want this child, and she doesn't want to keep that child, she can kill your DNA. She can destroy your contribution to society. If you tell a woman you're not ready to be a father and you don't want a baby, she can go right ahead and have that baby. And the court, by force of law, by force of violence, if they want to, can force you to pay for that child. And this is a dangerous thing because researchers are finding about 30% of all families, the father thinks he's the father of children that aren't even his. So anytime a woman claims pregnancy, you better get a DNA test. Breffolt's law is simply no longer applicable in our modern world. You are not guaranteed exclusive breeding rights. You're not guaranteed that the children will be yours. And the woman holds 100% of the legal power to keep or kill a future human being. You have nothing. But you know what? They will not have to bear the price of that child alone. They will not, with 100% of the power, you bear 100% of the responsibility. So with that said, I've ranted enough. Thank you, and good night.
Yeah, this is Mr. White again. So with that, we're going to end it off. This video was part of a trace program that's going to disrupt your input-output carrier signals so MGTOW can pinpoint your location. Oh, and by the way, enjoy the pictures of the great AK. Good night, MGTOW.
That's nice. Whew. I was on a rant, man.